Trying to manage screen time without a plan? That's like handing your kid a car with no brakes. In this video, I'll show you why the Digital Trip Framework is the tool every modern parent needs to raise confident, digital ready kids starting now. There's no map for raising kids in a digital age. There's no guidebook that comes with the tablet. And yet, every parent I talk to is trying to navigate a world that's changing faster than their kid's last app download. But what if I told you you didn't need a map? What if you had a framework, one that adapts, guides, and grounds your parenting no matter what technology trend shows up tomorrow? Stick with me because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why the Digital Trip Framework is one that every parent needs right now and why ignoring it might be the biggest mistake you can make in your child's digital future. You know the feeling. You're constantly guessing. Should I let them have YouTube? What app is this? How much screen time is too much? One day you feel fine, the next you're panicking because you read another terrifying headline. And the truth is, you're tired of fighting screens, tired of feeling behind, tired of the guilt that sneaks in every time your kid zones out on a device while you're just trying to get dinner on the table. You want to feel in control, not as a tyrant, but as a leader. Someone who doesn't just say no, but knows when to say yes with confidence. I created the Digital Trip Framework because I needed it myself. One night, my 8-year-old son was scrolling through a game review video on his tablet. I glanced over his shoulder and saw something I didn't expect. A creator mocking other kids in the comments, casually and cruel, but wrapped in humor. I asked him, "What do you think about that?" He shrugged. It's just how they talk online. That moment hit me right in the chest because it wasn't the screen that scared me. It was the normalization of behavior I hadn't prepared him for. I didn't want to pull the plug. I wanted to plug in and give him a better way to see the world, a world he was already inside of. That's where the digital trip was born. Now, here's where it gets controversial. The biggest threat to our kids isn't screen time, it's screen silence. Too many parents are relying on two broken strategies: avoid it entirely and argue endlessly. Neither work because the real enemy, it's the idea that you're too late to lead. Parents are outsourcing guidance to influencers, TikTok trends, and algorithm generated content and wondering why their kids don't listen to them anymore. Let me be blunt. If the internet is louder than you, it's not because your voice is weak. It's because you've been talking without a framework. Here's the shift. The Digital Trip Framework doesn't fight the internet. It prepares your kids to lead themselves through it. TRIP stands for T, Time and Technology Management, teaching kids balance, not bans. R, respecting perspectives, understanding online diversity without losing your values. I, information accuracy, helping kids question what they see so they don't get played by falsehoods or influencers. P, pledging positivity, training kids to be contributors and not critics in digital spaces. It's not about control, it's about coaching. And when your child understands these 4 pillars, they don't just consume the internet, they rise above it. You need a strategy that's bigger than a parental control setting. You need a model that scales with your child's maturity, one that empowers you to say, yeah, you can explore that. Let's talk about what you just saw. What would be a positive response to this? Digital Trip isn't a script, it's a structure for leadership. It lets your values speak louder than the algorithm, and it puts you back in the conversation. Here's the moment that changes everything. Your goal isn't to protect your kids from the internet. Your goal is to prepare them for it. And the only way to do that is with a repeatable, teachable, practical framework that grows with your family. That's why Digital Trip isn't just helpful, it's non-negotiable. Imagine this. Your child sees something disturbing online and comes to you first. They start asking questions, making decisions, thinking deeper. You're not just the screen monitor, you're the mentor. That's power. That's the power of the Digital Trip Framework. If this gave you clarity, hit subscribe and share this video with a parent who's searching for direction. The internet isn't going away, but confusion doesn't have to stay. Let's raise digital leaders, not just digital users. And it starts with one decision. Start the trip. If you're ready to stop reacting and start leading your kids through the digital world with clarity, hit subscribe and share this with a parent who's tired of guessing their way through screen time.